Has to be a double team. Drew Holiday's too deep in the post right here. You're DeAnthony Melton. You're there anyways. So just double, all right? And then you're just going to rotate, 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 all right? Okay, this is why Nick Nurse was fired in Toronto. He's awful. Joel Embiid, this is Jason Tatum coming off the ball screen. Joel Embiid's got to get up. Tobias Harris gets underneath. I have help in the gaps right here. I can force him right here into help. Or we can just let Jason Tatum have a wide open three. That's what Nick Nurse wants to do. Get underneath on the switch. DeAnthony Melton. I'm switching the screen. I'm immediately underneath. Immediately. You're switching over the top. Drew Holiday slips it. 2. Box out on the perimeter. Look at stop. Box out. Look, nobody's boxing out actually for Philadelphia. So of course this long rebound comes right back to Boston. Pritchard for 3. Okay, I mean, Joel Embiid, stop. You got to get this hit-ahead pass to Patrick Beverley right here. Okay, we're giving this back to Robert Covington. Why is Joel Embiid bringing the ball up the floor? I mean, it's just another mind-numbingly terrible turnover. Why is Joel Embiid not coming to set the screen? All right, maybe we can get him in drop coverage right here, right? Or we can get Joel Embiid isoed on Drew Holiday, maybe catch a mismatch down low. Fling, turnover. If you are Tyrese Maxey, show your hands. You have a double team right here. So all I got to do is just show my hands and make sure Tatum comes into this double. Instead, you got your hands on Tatum, which allows him to step off you away from that double and a step back jumper. Robert Covington needs to rotate down quicker here, but he eventually gets down here. Stop! If you're Tobias Harris, I'm forcing Tatum to this help right here. There's no place to go. All right, I can stunt, I can recover, or we can rotate out. Like, you let him go away from it. And this has just got to be second-hand nature. You switch one ball screen, and Paul Reed's coming up to switch the second one. Now, I don't know why he's not already up here ready to guard, but this is an easy switch, okay? You'll have help in the gaps here. You'll have help in the gaps here when Tobias Harris drops underneath on the switch. Instead, this is what a poorly coached team looks like. Nope. Robert Covington, do not look for a screen. You're going to switch this screen anyways. Just guard. But look at Robert Covington leaning towards the screen. Now Pritchard blows by him the other way. This is why Nick Nurse was fired in Toronto, because you're running drop coverage. Switch. Okay, Tyrese Maxey can get underneath, battle with Luke Cornett. I have help right here. I can force Drew Holiday into the gaps, or I'll have it right here. Instead, you just give Drew Holiday the lane. So now Paul Reed's got to come over here and contest this layup right here. Well, now there's no one to box out, and he went out. 76ers are in a zone. It's, of course, a terrible zone because Nick Nurse is coaching it. Joel Embiid's got to get up here. Jaden Springer has someone in his area of the zone. On the wing, Derek White. Joel Embiid's got to guard the middle of the zone here. You can't guard air. Instead, Jaden Springer's taking the middle of the zone. No one takes Derek White. Rip and go. 2. What is Philadelphia doing? Get up on Jason Tatum. I'm going to get underneath on this, which I'm going to force right here. I can't just give Jason Tatum open threes off of every ball screen. Must sprint back if you're Robert Covington. It doesn't matter you're taking Drew Holiday. You got to get to the three-point line and get in the gaps. You're jogging. Okay, so the 76ers are in their stupid drop coverage. Joel Embiid is taking the ball right here. Tobias Harris has got to get out. Okay? Look, you have 2 people just chasing Jason Tatum around. So now Joel Embiid, I guess, has got to sprint back up to Al Horford. Now the defense is scrambling. Nick Nurse is such a... If you are Robert Covington is staying on the strong side of the floor to double. Okay? So if you're Robert Covington, get up and double. Up and double. We're going to close this area off right here. All right? Like, you're just standing in the middle of nowhere. Get up and double. What? Wow! This is what being poorly coached looks like. If you're switching this screen, it does not matter if Al Horford sets it or slips it. It's an auto switch. Joel Embiid is coming up. You cannot talk and think about switches, okay? They just happen naturally. But here you go. You got Joel Embiid switching, Tobias Harris staying on the ball. So now Al Horford's open on his roll. That collapses the defense. That leaves Sam Hauser. Nick Nurse is atrocious. Stop giving up open threes to Tatum. Get up. switch underneath. We're going to have gap help everywhere on the strong side of the floor so we can get up. We can force him into gap help. Or Tobias Harris can slide over and get in the gaps. But you're just getting, this is shoot around for Jason Tatum. Is that fun for you, Coach Nurse? I use the word coach lightly. Marcus Morris is giving Drew Holiday this angle right here. Okay, so Robert Covington's got to get over here in the gaps. If his feet are set, he'll be fine. He'll be able to stunt at the ball, get it picked up, recover. Where's Robert Covington? What are you doing? 76ers are in a zone. It is again a terrible zone. Jaden Springer is guarding the wing in the zone. Robert Covington's up here. He needs to come up here more, but he's up here. Why is Jaden Springer leaving? What kind of zone is that? What is Tobias Harris doing about this handoff right here? Okay, I guess he's going under. Now, Tyrese Maxey needs to give him maybe a half a step back so he can get under, but you got to get under on this handoff if you're not switching it. Like, look at Tobias Harris. What laziness. Right to the rim. Okay, the 76ers are in their awful zone. DeAnthony Melton's got to get underneath here on this switch. Jaden Springer would then come up. Tobias Harris, someone's coming in your area of the zone. Paul Reed's got to get wide. Tyrese Maxey up. Look at this. You have 3 players guarding the ball in the zone. Everyone's wide open. DeAnthony Melton cannot be guarding with his back to the sideline here. Derek White is coming this way. I've got to get my parallel to the block. This is where the help comes from. If my feet are set, I can stunt and recover. Okay? DeAnthony Melton's late getting over. Stop. So now you're going to have to help at the rim. So there's no one to box out Luke Cornett in that scenario. Joel Embiid is getting trapped in the corner here. If I'm Robert Covington, come to the ball. All we got to do is get this pass out of here. Then we have a 2-on-1 right here. Why is go to the ball? So, okay, Tyrese Maxey's late getting back in transition. He's trailing the play. Okay, so I just got to get over here to Drew Holiday. Tobias Harris is coming over here to Al Horford. Joel Embiid is fine. If I want to, I can push Joel Embiid to Drew Holiday. What cannot happen is that we just completely leave Derek White. Why is this not a switch? Like, just switch. Tyrese Maxey can take Tatum Covington up. If you're trying to trap Derek White for some reason, DeAnthony Melton's got to get up and Joel Embiid's got to get up. We must deny one pass away right here. Okay? You trap and leave no one to guard Tatum. So now the Celtics have numbers. That's what a poorly coached team looks like. Couldn't be better explained. Why can't Robert Covington just slide his feet and guard? Why? Why does he need to look at you? Why are you gambling there? So now DeAnthony Melton's got to come over. Why? Again, if you're DeAnthony Melton, just slide your feet. You'll have help with Jason Tatum. Tobias Harris got to get over here. Robert Covington's here. But I can't have my hands on Jason Tatum. That is going to allow him to just spin off me, and now I'm completely cooked. And there is no help when Tatum's just going straight line drive to the rim.